the race for the World Series crown is down to 8. And a capacity crowd is in postseason form as we get you ready for this one. It's Game 1 of the National League Division Series between the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Yeah, and you can see how these two teams stack up. And it's hard to say exactly who you'd give the edge to right now. But it wouldn't surprise me at all if the pitchers were the guys that got the upper hand in this series.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your Milwaukee Brewers.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. More from the guys as this one goes along. But first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Chicago Cubs, as Joe Madden will line them up like this. They'll go to work against the man you see there, veteran right-hander Kyle Loesch. And there you see a look at the defensive alignment behind him for the Brewers. Dexter Fowler makes his way to the plate now as we're just about set for baseball this evening. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one. Figure we'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch you'll lean on, especially when he needs that ground ball, but even in situations like this where he's just trying to get ahead.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ready now on 1-1. Oh, tried to hold back as this is hit back toward the mound. On to first, and Fowler is retired for the game's first out. With that, time to call up the scouting report and give you a better indication of what types of pitches and speeds we'll see moving forward from the 36-year-old right-hander. Starlin Castro digs in at the plate. Here's the first offering. First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
It's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike one. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
Now the pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1. Here's the 1-1. Fastball called strike, 1-2.
Well, this is one of those guys that's got to keep the ball down in the strike zone. He's never going to overpower you. He just needs to use that sinking fastball and the changeup to get guys to hit the ball on the ground. Watch as this game goes along, the ground ball to fly ball ratio.
Here's another 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. Turned out to be a good take.
2-2 pitch on the way. And this is hit well towards the hole. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Well, it didn't look like there was anything too special about this ground ball. It just looked like he maybe raised his head a little bit there, and that'll cost him a 1-out base runner.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1.
This is where you need to make that error hurt. It's the first inning. You've got a guy on base. You can somehow get him around. That becomes demoralizing to a defense.
Pause. Now the pitch. Now here's a little tapper down that third base line, and this could be a tough play. But a foul ball, 1-1. Runners on first with 1 down. The 1-1. Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now.
Yeah, you've got a cold night. The ball won't be carrying as well, so you can afford to take a few more chances in the strike zone and challenge some guys. In that case, up in the strike zone.
Here comes the 1-2. And there he goes towards second. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Another 1-2. Out in front as he pulls this one down the line at first. Step on the bag for 1.
You know, that's one that you just don't see that often. Safe at second base, but out at first. Just shows you the speed he has at first base that he was able to beat the throw into second.
In is Jorge Soler. He'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Cubs strand 1. Cubs 0. Brewers coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Now a look at the starting lineup for Ron Renicke's Milwaukee Brewers, and it looks like this. On the mound to face these guys, one of the more consistent left-handers around, as you see the numbers there for the former All-Star John Lester. And there's a look at the defensive alignment for the Cubs here. About time for the home 9 to get their swings as Carlos Gomez is ready to lead off the bottom of inning number 1.
Carlos Gomez.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Lester ready, the 1-0. And Gomez not biting on that one either. It's 2-0 now. Now the 2-0 home. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0. Jonathan Lucroy waits on deck. Now the 3-0 offering. Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle. Look at this. Throw from a knee is too late, and that will be an infield single.
Boy, what a great effort just to knock this one down before it gets into center field. But that was going to be asking a lot for him to get up and throw his man out. And as you can see there, that throw is well late.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
The 1-0 pitch. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1.
And that's where he'll sit with that fastball. 90.
On the ground to second base. This could be 2. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And now, fortunately, they will get an out here.
Well, any shot at getting 2 went out the window when he booted this thing. So he'll be forced to take the out at first base. And as a result, he won't get hit with an error.
Ryan Braun will get his first shot at it here. Now here's the first pitch. Swinging a ball hit hard on the ground at first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Boy, as a hitter, you know you're hoping to get that ball into the outfield somewhere, make it hit the grass, give your guy a chance to score. In this situation, all he does is get to third base. That's not a big help.
Aramis Ramirez will get his first shot here, trying to come through with 2 away and a runner at third. Now the first pitch here from Lester. Tied him up there as this is softly hit down the line. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Milwaukee leaves 1. We've played an inning. No score. Miguel Montero will lead things off here as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second.
Montero.
Now here's the first pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Montero waits. Now the pitch. Out in front as he yanks this down the line at first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second. Chris Coughlin will dig in here. First pitch on the way. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1.
Are you kidding me up?
Here comes the 1-0.
Nope.
That misses. 2-0. Very patient here in these opening few innings.
And I think that's exactly what they're going to need to do. The more hitters counts that you can get yourself in, the more fastballs you're going to see. And this is a good fastball hitting team.
2-0 on the way. And this is lined into left field for their first hit of the ball game.
Batting 7, second baseman, Javier Baez.
Javier Baez will get his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away. First pitch to him. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. That one is out of here. A home run into the left center field bullpen. shot to left center. His first homer here in the series as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
You have to figure he's sitting first pitch curveball because he is all over this thing. I mean, this is a hanger. You see it here on Show Track, and man, he squared up that one about as well as you possibly can.
Here's Tommy La Stella now.
Tommy La Stella.
As he'll swing and hit this one hard but foul off to the left and out of play. Here it comes. And that misses 1-1.
Well, it's so important to be able to strike first in a postseason game. Get that first run in, especially when you're the team playing on the road. Hopefully you can take a little life out of this big crowd.
1-1 on the way. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2. Now the 1-2. Hit hard back up the middle, and he's got himself a base hit. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. John Lester will take a long look down here as he may be bunting to avoid the double play. First offering on the way. And they elect to have the pitcher bunt with one gone as he puts this one down. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out.
Yeah, this early in the game, to me, this is the right decision. You give that guy at the top of your lineup a chance to drive in a run with a simple base hit.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. Takes a good swing, but this will be a foul ball.
Come on, Drew.
He's set, now the pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Ready with the 2-1. And he gets some pretty good wood on it here as this is lifted to fairly deep left. Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 2-0 Chicago. Adam Lind will lead things off here as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 due up to start the home second.
Adam Lind.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Now Lester's 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
And on the mound here, you got to make sure you pitch to the shift. You don't want to make it easier for a guy to go the other way on you.
0-2 now from Lester. For the shortstop, Castro. 1 away.
And right here, if the defense is playing straight up, you figure this has a good chance to get up the middle. But you can see the shortstop lining up just to the right of second base, so the shift works to a T, and they get the 6-3 putout.
Here's Chris Davis now. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one.
Yeah, that's a good spot to miss against a guy like this. He loves that pitch up in the zone. Most power hitters do, so that's not a bad idea to give him one above the letters.
The next pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Now the 1-1. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
Good curveball right there, and that just really froze him.
The 1-2 with one away. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. One out, nobody on. Here's Lester now on 2-2. And this is fouled back and out of play. Two. Now a swing, and he popped him up. And no ordinary pop-up at that. This is way up there. And Castro will put this one away for route number 2. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at the big picture here. There you see the participants in this year's playoffs. Scooter Gennett get his first chance now, trying to get something started with 2 away here in the bottom of the second. And here's the first pitch. And a ball 1-0.
Yeah, trying to go front door with that breaking ball started it a little too far inside, though.
The 1-0 home. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
But this is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Here comes a 1-2. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Sets the 2-2 pitch. Well hit, but I think he folded a bit too much. It's a foul ball. Here comes a 2-2. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. We'll see the exciting young shortstop Starlin Castro lead things off when we return. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Back here with Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as Starlin Castro gets ready to start out the Cubs half of the inning. First pitch coming. And a first pitch slider is right there for strike 1. The pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1. The 1-1. Now a ball hit hard toward first. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out. Anthony Rizzo will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Here's the first offering. Now a check swing as he's able to fight this one off. Foul. Bases are empty, one man out. Now here it comes. Hit hard but foul. Now here's the pitch. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third. Jorge Soler will stand in. He grounded out his first time. First pitch coming. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one. And the pitch. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Here comes the 1-1. A little bit outside. 2-1.
Yeah, even with the bases empty here and 2 away, you still need to be careful here. So he's pitched him smart so far.
Here it comes, 2-1. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. Base hit.
Well, he'd had some high-stress innings here so far. It was looking like he turned a corner and was on his way to a much-needed 1-2-3, but he's going to have to get in the stretch here after all.
So we're runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and stepping in now is the catcher, Miguel Montero. First pitch coming. Grounded fouled off to the right side. He's ready now. The pitch reaches down and hits this one on the ground to short. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Cubs 2 and the Brewers nothing. Gene Segura makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. Now the first pitch. Ball 1. The 1-0. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. The 2-0 on the way. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. A 2-1 offering. 2-1 pitch is swung on and hit in the air out to center field. And the leadoff man is retired here in the Milwaukee third.
Batting ninth, pitcher,
Kyle Loth steps in now. Here's the first pitch to him. Lays off 1-0. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
1 out, nobody on. 1-1 on its way from Lester. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Now Lester deals the 1-2. Grounded foul. Here he comes again.
Reason he's having the success he's had so far, changing speeds effectively. Now, you saw it in evidence right there. That's what you got to do to be a big-time pitcher.
And in now with 2 away.
Domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of...
Now the first pitch. That's smoked into left center into here with a 2-out triple.
Talk about flying. With his speed, he doesn't need a coach. Not even going to look at him. He's made his mind up when he...
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy, as he swings and pops this one foul off to the right, out of play. He waits, now the pitch. And he gets under this one and, in fact, breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. No damage done after the 2-out triple. We're back with more of Game 1 after this message and a word from our local station. Chris Coughlin will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
The left fielder, number 8, Chris Coughlin.
Here's the first offering. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
That's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Coughlin awaiting the 1-1. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Here comes the 2-1. Ball 3.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
Now the 3-1 pitch. Boy, look at that thing dart. It's full now, 3-2. Full count pitch on its way. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first down. So with one away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the two starters here in the 4th inning. And both of these guys will get it up to over 90, as you can see. 94 for one, 91 for the other. Javier Baez will try things again. He hit that 2-run homer his first time. Here's the pitch. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1. Now the pitch. Here's a ground ball to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Up next for the Cubs, third baseman,
Tommy La Stella will dig in. He singled his first time around. Now here's the first pitch. And that misses, ball 1. 1-0 on the way. There's a fastball for a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
And you know, you get stuck sometimes being that number 8 hitter, trying to work the count and trying to buy a little extra time for your pitcher. Now, that's a pitch right down the middle that maybe a number 4 hitter jumps all over.
And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Now the 2-1 pitch. And a strike. Threw him a breaking ball that time, 2-2.
Hard to believe he let that one go. That was right on a platter for him.
The 2-2 coming. Now he drops a changeup on him. Strike 3 called, and a great pitch there to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Ryan Braun will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th. Now the first pitch here from Lester. And there's the good fastball from Lester as he jumps ahead. No balls and a strike.
Well, as we've seen so far, this isn't a team that's going to wait around too long to feel a pitcher out. They're an aggressive team all the way from top to bottom. And if that first pitch is anywhere close, most of these guys are going to take a hack at it.
The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. Now the pitch. And Braun's able to resist. The count moves in his favor. 2-1 now. Swing and a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. Here he comes on 2-2. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Oh, I think you'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Here's the payoff pitch. And that misses for ball 4. The leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Ramirez will stand in. He grounded out his first time. First pitch on the way. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1.
Well, not really how you want to start the next guy after a walk. That pitch isn't even close.
Here's the 1-0 now to Ramirez. Now it's 2-0.
Sometimes you just let a guy work his own way into trouble and then take advantage.
Maybe trouble now. Here's the 2-0. And this is hit hard up the middle. And this will be out of reach for Castro. It's a base hit.
Didn't have a whole lot of choice there on 2-0. He had to go after it. But when you leave that ball out over the plate, this can be the result. And that's what being patient and waiting for your pitch will get you.
Adam Lind stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
Now here's the first pitch. Outside with the fastball, that's 1-0. Set now to pitch. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. The 1-1 home. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here's the 1-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
And here's the 4-pitch sequence again on show track. You'll notice it's all hard stuff early in the count. First 3 pitches, then he pulls the string on him here on pitch number 4, and down he goes.
Here's Chris Davis now, as he will swing at the first pitch and send a ground ball out to short. Back to Rizzo, and they get out of it here. A double play to retire the side. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more from Game 1 after this. John Lester will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
Catcher, John Lester.
First pitch to him. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Pitch on the way. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. And now a pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th with a punch out, 1 away.
Yeah, he's able to set down his opposite number there, and I'll tell you, these 2 guys have pretty much matched each other pitch for pitch so far.
Dexter Fowler will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. 2 runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And a strike to even the count, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Way outside, nearly to the backstop, 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here's the 2-2 offering. This is hit on the ground but foul. The 2-2 one more time. This is headed toward the hole and through the hole. A 1-out single.
As we look at that again, you know, this is not a bad pitch by any stretch. If he throws this pitch 10 times, I bet he gets him out 9 of them. But here you just have to tip your cap to the guy at the plate.
Starlin Castro will step in, a ground out victim as last time. Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both the lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. First offering on the way. On the move now is Fowler. Now he takes something off there as this is skied out to deep center field. And Gomez will look this one in for route number 2.
That ball was hit well, and it might have been a different story if he pulled it. Instead, he hit it to the big part of the ballpark, and he's retired.
Anthony Rizzo will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. And here's the first pitch. In the air to right center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cubs, but they're on top 2-0. Scooter Gennett will stand in to lead things off here. His guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront. And this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
Here's the first offering. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Lester ready, the 1-0. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0. 2-0 count, the pitch. Now here's a ground ball that'll get by the mound and into center field for a leadoff single.
Yeah, nothing too special about a ground ball single up the middle here, but if you keep putting the ball in play like they've been doing, good things have a tendency to happen. We'll see if this gets them started.
Gene Segura will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. First pitch coming. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Nobody out, runner on first. The 1-0. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. And here's a fastball, not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Oh, lots of real estate on the right side of the infield here as he steers this one into right, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Yeah, a big hole on the right side of the infield. You see it there. With the first baseman holding, the second baseman in double play depth, there's a lot of real estate out there. He just bounces it right through the opening.
Luis Jimenez has moved to the on-deck circle now as he'll bat for the pitcher, Lowe. Now Lester's 0-1. Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
When you're in a key spot like this, you can't allow yourself to get tied up that bad.
0-2 now from Lester. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
These guys really haven't had all that many great chances offensively. So, you know, they'd hate to see this threat go by the boards. Not a good time for a strikeout at all.
Carlos Gomez will stand in. 2 hits in 2 trips thus far. First pitch coming. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. 1-0 pitch now. Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and that evens the count at 1-1. Gomez waits. Here's the 1-1. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Two and one. Here's Lester's offering. Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Hits are even right now at 5 aside. The 3-1 is on the way. And he misses with that one. Ball 4, and that's going to load the bases now with still only 1 away.
Well, we knew he had to work carefully with the runner in scoring position, but I don't think a walk was what he had in mind. That's going to make things just a little trickier now with the bases loaded.
Jonathan Lucroy will stand in now in one of the bigger at-bats of the ballgame to this point, as he'll do so with the bases loaded.
And that key hit still hasn't shown up yet. Like you say, you've got the bases loaded. You just wonder how many more of these opportunities are you going to get?
Now the first pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Gotta say, for a strikeout pitcher, not too many strikeouts here so far.
And he's in a big need of one right here. It would definitely come in handy.
Now the 1-0. Swing, hard hit ball to second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. 1 run is scored. And the second run is in to score as they bounce back to tie it at 2.
Well, even though he's the number 2 hitter in the lineup, he said, hey, I'm not just here to be a hit-and-run guy. I can drive in runs just as well as the 3 and 4 guys can. True to his word, he comes through here with a 2-run single.
Ryan Braun will stand in. Base on balls his last time. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
And now this is all about minimizing damage out there on the mound. He's got to regroup, and he's got to do it quick, or this game will get away from him.
Braun awaiting the 1-0. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1.
Boy, and right here, just a ground ball is going to get you a run. And more than that, it gets you the lead in this game. So you've got to find a way to put that ball in play.
Ready now on 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
Come set, now the pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. The 2-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he will make the catch back there as they're a step closer to getting out of this with 2 away now.
And this is right where they wanted to see. You see it on show track there? They wanted to take him up around the letters, hoping for the pop-up, and that's exactly what they got.
Here's Aramis Ramirez. As he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get 1 pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
From the stretch. Swing and a ball hit foul as this will find the seats in right. From the belt, kicks and deals. And the pitch bounces off his glove, and that could be a run. So the lead runner holds on, but the trailer will take second.
And this will go down as a wild pitch, but the silver lining is at least they did prevent the runner at third from scoring. The upshot, though, is that the runner on first was able to move into scoring position now with 2 outs.
Runners at second and third with 2 gone. 1-2. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Again, a 1-2. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. We're through 5 here at the ballpark, and we are tied 2-2. Neil Kotz will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
Neil Kotz.
Jorge Soler will get settled in here as the Cubs look to get it going in their half of the 6th. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Here he comes on 2-1. And a pretty good take there on the slider down. It's ball 3. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Here he comes on 3-1. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left. This will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1.
Well, that was...
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero, as he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Montero waits. Now the pitch. Good cutter there, and he's got him behind the 8 ball now, 0-2.
Some would say he's showing good patience here, waiting for his pitch. But as a number 5 hitter, I think you need to make something happen.
Now here's the pitch. And this will be fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's another 0-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Another 0-2 coming. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. 2 runs, 5 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And the pitch. Now a little bouncer into no man's land down that third baseline. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
This is exactly what he needed after his guys came back to tie the ball game. He's only 1 out away from a shutdown inning.
Chris Coghlan will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball in there for a called strike.
And guys, This has been just what the doctor ordered out of the bullpen.
Yeah, they needed him to come in and give him a strong inning, and he's done exactly that.
The pitch. That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count.
Now 0-2 here. This is where you need to expand the zone. If it's close, you got to let it fly.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now here's the pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. The 0-2 once more. Now a swing and another ball that I believe will find its way into the seats. Still 0-2. The next 0-2. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Another 0-2 home. Well, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. Now here it comes. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
And this guy won't lay down here because there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's putting up a good fight.
Here's the pitch. Full count. 3-2.
And you know what, guys? This is a big league battle going on right now. Neither guy wanting to back down. No sign of weakness on either side.
Here's the full count offer. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. Davis is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. When we return, we'll see Adam Lind lead things off. The 5, 6, and 7 slots due up in the bottom of inning number 6, and we are tied 2-2. And here is Adam Lind now. He'll step in trying to do something about this 2-2 tie. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Good swing there, but this is fouled off to the right side. Lind awaits the 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here it comes. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
Now Lester deals the 1-2. Line fouled off to the left and a few rows back. He'll try again. 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, it's a good battle to start this inning. That's what you like to see when you've got a guy out there that's getting up there in the pitch count.
Here now the 2-2. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Here's the 3-2 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. 3-2, here it is. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Here's Chris Davis now. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. Here's the 1-1. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
Yeah, it looked like this might be much more off the bat, but this ballpark has really played large tonight. And, you know, we've seen a few balls right now really get knocked down out there.
Scooter Gennett will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Now the first pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1-0 on the way. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. So 1-1. All right, back at Lester on the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. Nothing doing here this half. On to the 7th here in Game 1. And we are tied 2-2. Back here at Miller Park in Milwaukee. 7th inning coming up now in Game 1 as we take a look there at our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Javier Baez will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ballgame on 1 swing at a bat, as this was the swing right here. Here's the first offering. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
1-1 pitch on the way. Now a cut fastball that almost had a little too much cut as it nearly ran in and got him.
I'll say this. He wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
Now the 2-1. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Here's the 2-2 home. And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout. Now another 2-2. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. Ready with another 2-2. Grounded foul off to the left, so they'll do it again. Another try at 2-2. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. Now the 2-2 pitch. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats out of play. Two-two pitch on the way. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
The 3-2 pitch. And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Well, I'm going to tell you something, guys. That is a great at-bat to start off an inning. You got a guy out there on the mound burning through pitch after pitch, just trying to finish this guy off, and he never could do it.
Tommy La Stella will step in, 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Okay, pitch out. Come on, turn the double.
First pitch coming.
Swing. Ball,
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Come on.
Here's a 1-0. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
I think he's going out there right now just to remind his guy, hey, this is the number 8 hitter up there. No reason to work the edges. You just come right after him.
Stop the call right here.
Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Now the 2-0. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. Ready on 2-1. Runner goes for second. Swing and a liner, but this is going to get foul. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Boy, back-to-back very good at-bats. That's now 16 pitches he's had to make just to these last 2 hitters.
Full count offering on its way. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. And that's through, a base hit.
Now batting, the pitcher, John Lester.
Well, there you see Brewer manager Ron Renicky out for a conference at home plate, so I would imagine we're going to see a double switch here. Chris Denorfia is into the on-deck circle now as he'll pinch hit for the pitcher Lester.
Chris Denorfia.
Don't let him score.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Pause, now the pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. Comes set, now the pitch. Swing and a broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. But this will wind up foul, still 0-2. Here comes another 0-2. In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. Big pitch here, 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Here comes a 2-2. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? Segura for 1, and that didn't work out too well as the pinch hitter comes on to bounce into a double play.
Oh, man, first and second, nobody out in a tie ball game. This is a huge double play. It does move the go-ahead runner up to third base, but it comes at a very big cost as they're now just an out away of coming out of this with nothing.
Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Here's Dexter Fowler now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. As a look, now the pitch. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. One on the way. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
Come on now, let's get a K right here.
The 2-1 home. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. And not be giving up walks at this stage of the game, because those could be fatal.
One on the way. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home, and he missed with it there, ball 4. It's a 2-out walk with the runner still at third.
The batter, number 13.
Starlin Castro will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
First pitch on the way. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Yeah, and with 2 on now, following the walk, needed to jump ahead of the next guy, so that's a good way to start out.
Runners leap from first and third. Here's the pitch. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple. Score remains 2-2. Jason Mott will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Batting in the 9th spot, number 30, Jason Mott. Now playing left field and batting in the 6th spot, number 28.
Gene Segura will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far.
Leading off for the Brewers, the shortstop, Gene Segura.
Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1.
So often, playoff baseball comes down to the bullpen, and this is going to be a bullpen game from here on out.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now here's the pitch. Hit hard right back up. Oh, and he can't come up with it. Ooh.
A good sign here to start the home 7. He finds a pitch to his liking there, and now the go-ahead runs on base to kick off the inning.
Gerardo Parra will come on, and as he's newly entered into the ballgame, he'll get his first plate appearance now here in inning number 7. Now here's the first pitch, and he takes ball 1. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Now Parra awaits the 1-0 pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
And he swings on the 2-0 and sends a fly ball into straightaway left. There to take it in is Coughlin, and there's your first out.
Well, the only good news that comes out of this at-bat is that he stayed out of the double play. Other than that, this at-bat really didn't achieve a whole lot.
Carlos Gomez will stand in. Base on balls his last time. First pitch to him. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1.
And here, you've got good speed on base and at the plate. So, on a ground ball, it's not a foregone conclusion you're going to get an out anywhere.
Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. From the belt, the pitch. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
But this is a spot where it helps to have a two-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
Gomez waits. Here's the 1-1. And this is popped high in the air back behind short. And Castro will put this one away for route number 2.
Here's that swing again. This is in show motion. And you'll see that that's a few inches above the thumbs. You'll be feeling that one all night long.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Now the 1-0 pitch. 2-0 now. Here comes the 2-0. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now.
And you wonder if maybe he was taken there because he thought his runner was going to be moving from first.
Two out with the possible go-ahead run at first. The 2-1. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out toward right. And here's Soler to make the grab, and that will end the inning. Brewers strand 1. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Anthony Rizzo will stand in, and it's a bullpen game now. Both starters out as we begin inning number 8.
Yeah, both starters are out, and since we're tied, both starters not going to be involved in the decision.
First offering on the way. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Here comes the 1-0. Here's one heading for the hole, and the go-ahead run is aboard to start the inning here. That's into left, a leadoff single.
Well, these guys have been high on effort, but low on results so far. They're still stuck on 2 runs, but at least they've got a leadoff base runner here to start this inning.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Jorge Soler will dig in. He lined out hard in his last time around. And here's the first pitch. And this is foul hit in the... And this is going to wind up a foul ball. He's set. Now the pitch. Now a swing and a ball lofted down the right field line and fairly deep. Drawn back, and he reaches up to put it away for a long out, number one. Not a lot of offense to go around, but a very tightly contested ball game. 2-2 our score here in the 8th, as it's starting to look more like one run may be enough to win this one. So one gone here in the Chicago 8th, and stepping in now is the catcher, Miguel Montero. Montero waits. Now the pitch. And easy to read the thought process here as he starts him out with a sinker below the knees, and it's 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. And a swing as he pulls this one into right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out. Chris Coughlin will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Here's the first offering. And a high strike there, 0-1.
If there's one guy on this roster that wants the ball in a moment like this, this is the guy.
From the stretch. Swing and a ball chopped foul down the left side. He's set. Now the pitch. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball to third. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Cubs strand one. And this game is still tied at 2-2. Mike Olt is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base.
Number 20.
Ryan Braun will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. First pitch coming. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
Now the pitch. Fastball called for strike two.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
And now pitch on the way. Braun can't come up with that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Aramis Ramirez will dig in. Took a cold third strike his last time. First pitch coming. The cutter runs outside, ball one. Hits are even at 7 apiece. Here's the 1-0 now to Ramirez. In for a strike, it's 1-1. Now the 1-1 to Ramirez. 1-1 pitch swung on and pulled down the line to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and Ramirez is gone, 2 away. will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. Now the first pitch. And they start him with one high and away for ball 1. Two out, nobody on. The next pitch. Swinging a liner back through the box. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Gone in order are the Brewers. Score remains 2-2. Jeremy Jeffress will enter now to start the 9th inning, as his job will be keeping the game tied until the bottom half. Javier Baez will stand in. He homered back in the 2nd inning of this one. Action in that Milwaukee bullpen now as a left-hander started to throw out there. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. The 1-0 home. Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball, 1-1. Now the 1-1. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes, 2-1. To 2-2 now.
Well, he'll lean pretty heavily on that fastball. Why not? It's a big one.
Sets the 2-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
Right over the top here with the 4-seam fastball. Good drive through the release. Just threw it right by him at the letters.
Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Here's Tommy La Stella now, as he swings at the first pitch and lifts a fly ball out to left field. Parra is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the 2nd out.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Ryan Sweeney will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground to short. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Jacob Turner will come on needing to get 3 outs here to try to send this game to extra innings. Luis Sardinas is up off the bench to lead it off as the possible winning run here in the bottom of inning number 9. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. Now, how important is it going to be for this guy to throw that curveball for strikes?
I don't know that he necessarily needs to ever throw it for a strike. I mean, if it's around the plate and he's getting guys to go after it, it's doing its job. But if he starts to get too high or too far outside, then it's just an easy take.
Here's the 2-0 pitch. In there, 2-1. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
A 2-1 offering. Boy, good change of speeds there. Had him fooled, and from 2-0, it's back to 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Here he comes on 2-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Oh, and that's a nice comeback from down in the count 2-0. He doesn't panic. He doesn't just start laying pitches in there. He had a good plan to start with, and then he executed that plan all the way through the at-bat.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. As he'll swing and lift a foul ball off to the left and out of play. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now the pitch. And they go away here. It's a cold strike. 0-2. Now here it comes. And a good 2-strike breaking ball there, but this will wind up missing. It's 1-2.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding on.
The right-hander deals on 1-2. Slider, but that's low as it's dug out by the catcher there.
And again, they try to take him down in the strike zone just to see if he'll go after that pitch below the knees. But with 2 strikes, he's been able to lay off that thing now twice in a row.
1 out, nobody on. Here's the 2-2 offering. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
Another tough pitch and a tough call there. He couldn't get him to bite again, so he's worked it from 0-2 to 3-2.
3-2, here it comes. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
I'd say he's made a pretty good impression since coming on. With 2 batters, 2 strikeouts to start the inning.
Gene Segura will get another shot now. 2 for 3 in the game. Now here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Here's the pitch. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's the 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Here comes the 2-1. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. The 2-2 coming. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. Here's a swing and a ground ball. Throw on to the first baseman, Alt, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. And this game is still tied at 2-2. Jim Henderson will come on now as he'll take over to start the extra frames. Dexter Fowler will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And he takes a cold strike 1. 1-1. Swinging a hard hit ball down the line in right. And this is going to get down for what should be extra bases. And there's your potential go-ahead run.
What a great job of leading off this inning for his teammates. On second base now with a double, with a chance to take the lead late in this ball game. He's pointing into his dugout saying, "Let's go, you guys."
Starlin Castro will stand in now in what could be one of the bigger at-bats of the ball game.
And what he has to do right here is put his 0 for 4 out of his mind. He hasn't had the greatest of performances to this point in the game, but he could make up for it with a big hit right here.
Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Here's the first offering. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Anxious moments all over the ballpark now. These folks can hardly bear to watch.
All right, let's go.
The 1-0. That's inside. 2-0.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitter's count here, 2-0.
Strike out, man. Stop it right here.
Now the 2-0. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. Ready with the 2-1. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2.
Straight paint at 94 miles an hour. Not a lot of movement there, but it's right on a dime.
Here now the 2-2. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
That's a huge strikeout right here. Guy in scoring position. He's not out of this inning yet, but that's going to go a long ways towards getting him there. Look at how he's fired up about it.
Here's Mike Olt now. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone, and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. The 1-1 pitch. And a fastball not close. It's 2-1 now. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with one away. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And this is in the air down the left field line and into foul territory. Parra is over now, and he puts this one away in foul territory, and there are 2 men out.
Yeah, and here's the situation. You think back to that previous at-bat. If instead of striking out, he could have just put the ball on the ground to the right side, then this would have been a sacrifice fly. That's just another example of how important it is to do those little things.
Jorge Soler will dig in, needing to find a way to get that go-ahead run in from second base. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. The 0-1. Got him off balance there as he reaches for one and grounds it to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. one left for the Cubs. Score remains 2-2. Gerardo Parra will try it again. He flew out his first time. Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. This man out for a second inning of work, and why not? He set him down 1-2-3 the last time around.
Right, and with 2 strikeouts mixed in there as well. Just let him keep going.
And the pitch. And he puts a pretty good jolt into this one, high and deep to center. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
You know, once you get into extra innings, every fly ball here makes you go, whew. But this one didn't have a whole lot behind it, so we're going to keep on playing.
Carlos Gomez will stand in. He flew out his last time up. First pitch coming. Fastball in there for a called strike. Bases are empty, one man out. Now here's the pitch. And this is high, a ball and a strike. Gomez waits. Here's the 1-1. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Here comes the 1-2. Pitch in the dirt, swung on and missed for strike 3 as they'll need to throw to first here. Throw to first will take care of him. Score at 2-3 on the putout, and there are 2 gone now.
2 up, 2 down to start off the bottom half. Starting to look like this one's going to go another inning.
Great.
Jonathan Lucroy will stand in. He flew out his last time up. First pitch on the way. Hammered the other way to deep right field. Soler is there to make the catch, and that means we've got more baseball ahead. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. And we'll have to cancel those dinner reservations, partner. 11th inning coming up, and we are tied 2-2. Miguel Montero will try and get something started here in the top half of inning number 11.
Miguel Montero.
Montero waits. Now the pitch. Now this is hit sharply back through the box, and the go-ahead run's going to reach here to start the inning. It's a leadoff single.
And here's a case on the mound where he's trying to sneak a first pitch fastball by him, but he was having none of that at the plate. He just sends it right back where it came from.
Stepping in now, Chris Coughlin, trying to get that go-ahead run to scoring position now as he puts this one down. Throw's going to go on to first, so a perfect sacrifice there as now the go-ahead run moves into scoring position here.
That is good execution right there. And it's very important when you get to this stage in the ball game. And that's going to get the go-ahead run up to second now with just 1 out. So that'll be worth a few high fives in that dugout, no doubt about it.
Here's Javier Baez. He'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
0-2, you got to shorten up. Find some way at least to put the ball in play. You can't afford a strikeout here with an important run out there at second base.
Now the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
In a game like this, you hope that the bottom half of your order can pick up the slack here. But this isn't going to help much. Go grab some veg.
Here's Tommy La Stella now, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Waits, now the pitch. This ball's grounded foul. Ready with another 0-2. Now a little flare out to left field, and that's going to drop. It's a base hit. Oh, and he ignores the third base coach and heads for home. And he is out at the plate, trying to take the lead, but this game's going to remain deadlocked as the inning is over. So no runs here on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. It's getting late. 1 run can win it as we move to the bottom of the 11th. And we are tied 2-2. Ryan Braun will get us going now in the home half of the 11th. Now here's the first pitch. Watches a fastball right there. Pitch on the way. Line down the left field line. But this is foul near the seats. Here it comes. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. Ball game! Ryan Braun with the solo home run. And with 1 swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
Talking high drama here in the playoffs. A walk-off win here in the final at bat, and this place is going crazy right now.
Successful in the postseason, as you know, you need players coming up big, and this guy certainly did that. He's our top player in the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and prove your mettle. I think his performance here was by far the big key to this ball game.
So that's a wrap here tonight. Eric Karros, Steve Lyons.